Morning students. So today we discuss the chapter 9 science reproduction in animals. So do you recall the process of digestion, circulation and respiration which you have studied in your previous classes? These processes are essential for the survival of every individual. You have also learned about the process of reproduction in plants. In 7th standard, we have already learned about this, how the plants reproduce. So many types are the mode of reproduction is there in the plants. So reproduction is essential for the continuation of a species. Species means animal can reproduce its own kind of species, own kind of other animal, that is same kind of species. We have also discussed about that a dog can give birth of a dog, not a cat. That also we have discussed in 7th standard. So you will realize that reproduction is very important as it ensures the continuation of similar kinds of individuals generation after generation. So you have already learned in your previous class about reproduction in plants. Now in this chapter we shall learn how reproduction takes place in animals. So first of all, modes of reproduction. Modes of reproduction means types of, kinds of reproduction. So have you seen the young ones of different animals? Try to name some of the young ones by completing table. You have given one table shown in the example. So you must have seen the young ones of various animals being born. Can you tell how chicks and caterpillars are born? You have already learned the life cycle of caterpillars. You have already learned the life cycle of few insects also. Cockroach is there, frog is there, okay? So how are kittens and puppies born? Do you think that these young ones looked the same before they were born as they do now? So let us find out. That table you can complete by yourself. Animal, that human can give the birth of a young baby or baby boy or baby girl. Cat can give the birth of kitten. Dog give the birth of young one, that is puppy. So this way you can just complete this table. Just as in plants, there are two modes by which animals reproduce. These are sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So what is the sexual reproduction first? Try to recall reproduction in plants which you studied in class 7. You will remember that plants that reproduce sexually have male and female reproductive parts. We have seen the diagram for this. In that we have seen the male reproductive parts and female reproductive parts. One is known as a stigma, then another in female, that is ovary and ovules, that we have learned with the help of a structure of a flower diagram that we have discussed in 7th standard, how reproduction takes place. So can you name these parts that I have already told, that stigma, anther, and in female that is ovule and ovary. So in animals also, males and females have different reproductive parts or organs. Like plants, the reproductive parts in animals also produce gametes that fuse to form a zygote. We have already discussed the fertilization process of plant in flower that we have already discussed in 7th standard. It is the zygote which develops into a new individual. And this type of reproduction, beginning from the fusion of male and female gametes, is called sexual reproduction. You can underline the definition. Now let us find out the reproductive parts in humans and study the process of reproduction in them. So male reproductive organs. The male reproductive organs include a pair of testes, two sperm ducts and a penis. The testes produce the male gametes called sperms. Millions of sperms are produced by the testes. The figure is already given, that is the human sperm. Those sperms are very small in size, each has a head, a middle piece and a tail. Does it appear to a single cell? Indeed, each sperm is a single cell with all the usual cell components. What purpose does the tail in a sperm serve? That we will discuss later on. Now, female reproductive organs. The female reproductive organs are a pair of ovaries, oviducts and the uterus. The ovary produces female gametes called eggs, or you can say ova. In human beings, a single matured egg is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month. Uterus is the part where development of the baby takes place. Like the sperm, an egg is also a single cell. So you know that the zygote is the beginning of a new individual. Now we will discuss the fertilization process. Now you understand the concept of male reproductive organs and the concept of female reproductive organs. You can just observe the diagram. Now discuss. Bujo records that the size of eggs in animals varies. The egg may be very small as in humans, much larger as in hens. So ostrich egg is the largest. Now see the fertilization. The first step in the process of reproduction is the fusion of a sperm and an ovum. When sperms come in contact with an egg, one of the sperms may fuse with the eggs. Not all the sperms will fuse with the egg, only one sperm can fuse with the egg, and such fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. During fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus, and this results in the formation of a fertilized egg or zygote. You can just observe the diagram 9.5, how the sperms can enter in the ovum. Only one sperm can fuse with the egg cell of the female. You know that the zygote is the beginning of a new individual. The process of fertilization is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and a sperm cell from the father. So, the new individual inherits some characteristics from the mother and some from the father. Maybe the baby looks like a mother, or the baby looks like a father. Maybe behavior wise the baby behaves like her mother or behaves like her father, her or his father. So both mother characteristics and father characteristics can be implemented in the baby. Sometimes it happens that whatever the mother likes, the same the baby also likes. If the mother is very good in drawing, maybe very good in singing, maybe the child is also very good in that particular area. So this is all about the genetic reason. So fertilization which takes place inside the female body is called internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occurs in many animals including humans, cows, dogs and hens. Same process is going on in the animals also. So you will be surprised to know that in many animals fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. In these animals fertilization takes place in water. Let us find out how this happens. This we will see in the next video. Thank you.